Hello and welcome to Digital Access Pass. My name is Veena Prashant. I'm the co-founder of this plugin. Now, DApp is the world's most powerful membership plugin for WordPress. It's the most complete all-in-one membership plugin for WordPress. When you use DApp, you're not going to have to piece together different plugins to make things work. You can use DApp for all of your products. You can use it for one-off products. You can use it for online courses. You can use it for challenges, digital products, digital downloads, payment plans, free trial, paid trial. And you can even use it for your freebies. You can do it all using DApp. And today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you how you can create an amazing, incredible online student experience for your courses using DApp's gamification features. I'm so excited to show you what we have done because students are more distracted than ever. If you're struggling with your online course engagement, same old techniques no longer work, right? Most of these traditional learning management platforms, what you can do with them, it's not going to help you with your online course engagement. Engagement is no longer just a nice to have thing. It's a must have for online course creators. So I'm very passionate personally about these gamification strategies. I have used them for my online courses last couple of years and have had great success. And with every release, I have learned new things and we have implemented new things in DApp to help you increase your engagement. And so today I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you how you can create a beautiful, amazing online course experience for your students, for your courses using DApp's unique gamification features. And we have made DApp's built-in course builder super simple, really easy to use, especially with the latest updates we have made to it. And you can now create an online course and fully gamify it in less than 15 minutes. That's exactly what I'm going to show you in today's video. I'll show you how you can use the power of positive reinforcements, such as rewards, recognition, simple words of encouragement, showing excitement when your students complete a specific task, whether it's completing your lesson, completing your quiz, or getting a certain grade, or when they complete your course, or when they take any action you want them to take, and how you can use rewards and recognition to get them motivated, build momentum, get them excited to not just start your course and actually complete your course. The success of your course is not measured by how many people sign up for it, but how many people actually get to the finish line, get the results, and leave you a glowing testimonial at the end. At least that's how I measure the success of my courses, my challenges. It's not about how much money I made through those courses, but how many people I helped because they actually accomplished their mission. So that's exactly the goal of today's video. Let me take you behind the scenes now to show you how you can create an amazing online course experience for your students, for your courses using DApp's gamification features. Let's take a look. So this is the back end of DApp. This is the DApp products page. You can use DApp for all kinds of products. You can use it for your membership. You can use it for your digital products, digital downloads. You can use it for online courses. You can use it for group membership. You can use it for freebies. And I do all of my lead magnets using DApp, pretty much all of them except the ones which are quiz-based, in which case I use SQB, Smart Quiz Builder, to create my quizzes and quiz-based lead magnet. Otherwise, all my lead magnets, I use DApp. So even though it's a freebie, I use DApp to create it, to protect my content, to deliver it, whether it's a PDF report, checklist, worksheet. You can use DApp for all of your freebies. So it's super easy to create all types of products in DApp. Just follow the steps to create it. But you can use it for your trial membership, free trial, paid trial, and also online challenges. So now I'm going to show you how you can create an amazing gamified online course in less than 10 minutes using DApp's course builder. So I'm going to select course here, give your course a name and description. I'm just going to create a test course just to show you how the course builder works and how you can gamify the whole experience. Enter course description, save. So this is DApp's course builder. Really simple step-by-step process. Creating a course in DApp is actually really easy and very intuitive. You can see here, step 1, course name and description. And this is the name, this is the description. You can upload an image for your course, upload a thumbnail image for your course, and it'll be used in the member dashboard and course dashboard, and it'll be displayed there. So make sure to upload an image for your course. And course structure, do you want to allow access to the next lesson only after users complete the previous lesson? This is what I use. This is the default. This is what I recommend you do because this will allow you to track course progress, and it will also prevent students from skipping lessons, right? If you want them to take the lessons, take your course in a specific order and not skip lessons, then this is what you should use. This way, they have to complete each lesson and click the Mark as Complete button to be able to go to next lesson. If you don't want that, if you want to allow them to go to any lesson they want and access the course in any order, then select No Restrictions. Course outline. If you want a table of content for your course, if you want DApp to generate a table of content page for your course, where users will find a list of all the modules, all the lessons, and they can also find how much progress they have made, what lessons they have completed, and all of that, you can get DApp to generate it for you. And then click on Create Course Outline, and DApp will create this page in WordPress for you. All right, billing and access. So if it's a free course, right, if you're using it as a lead magnet, then set this to free. Allow free sign up, yes. Access duration, do you want to give them full access or limited time access? You can set that here. If it's a paid course, then you can say one-time payment or subscription. And when you say subscription, it could be monthly payment, and you could do payment plans, right? You could say, I want total number of payments to be 7 payments of, say, $10. Or you can say just one-time fee, and they're going to get lifetime access. I'm going to set this to forever as the access duration, and that's it. All right, save and next. So Dapp's Course Builder has two options. You can use WordPress for content. If you want to use WordPress for content, use this option. You can create all of your lessons in WordPress directly. Go to WordPress pages, use your own page builder, create it however you want. Use whatever page builder you want to create your lessons. And then what you can do is in the lesson builder, Dapp will ask you what lessons are going to be part of this course. Just select the WordPress pages that you want to include in this course, and that's it. The only thing is when you use your own page builder, when you use WordPress for content and don't use Dapp's built-in template, you will have to figure out the format, the layout of your lessons, right? So you will have to create however you want your lessons to look, and then just let Dapp know that these pages are part of your course in Dapp. You'll have full freedom as far as the design, the layout, the format of your lessons. And it means that you need to be, well familiar with WordPress and how to create pages in WordPress. And if you like your page builder, you want your lessons to look a certain way, you will have all of that freedom. You can use this option. But if you want Dapp to do all of the work for you, which means you don't have to figure out a layout in WordPress, you can just use Dapp's built-in template, which is pretty awesome. That's what I have been using for all of my courses because it's much easier than using WordPress and figuring out your own layout. All right, so I'm going to use this option. So this is a course template. What this means is all the lessons in your course are going to inherit from the course template. You want them all to look the same, right? You want all the lessons in a course to look like they're part of the same course. So to do that, you need to set your course template first. And once you have set your course template and you save it, then once you go to the lesson builder right here and add your lesson content, they're all going to have the same look and feel, right? They're all going to have the same layout. Obviously, the content is going to be different for each lesson, but the overall layout is controlled by the course template. So anything you add to the course template, it will be applied to all the lessons in your course. So just be aware of that. Anything you add here, it will show up in each one of your lessons. There is an option here to add a course timer. If you want to show how much time is left or how much time they have spent on the lesson or on the course overall, you can use this option, and it's an amazing way to add a sense of urgency and get users, your students, to actually complete the course because they can see how much time they have already spent on your course. And you can use countdown timer, you can use course timer, you can use lesson timer, any one of those. So you can see here it says total time spent on this course because the timer type is course level timer. I want to show users when they go on each lesson page how much time they have already spent on that course. And you can use lesson level timer if you want to just show them how much time they have spent on that specific lesson that they are on. You can do that too using lesson level timer. You can also use countdown timer. This works really well if you have a limited time course. I do this for my free courses where I make it available for free. They can sign up for free, but they get limited time access to the course because I want to add a sense of urgency. Otherwise, free stuff, people don't really take action if you give them full lifetime access to it. So I limit the access to limited time, and then I add a timer that shows up on each lesson page where they can see 7 days left or 5 days left, 3 days left. So they can see that they will lose access to the course in that much time. And also one thing that Dapp's Course Builder has that you're not going to find with a lot of other LMS platforms is that you can control the width of your lessons. So even if you use a theme with header, footer, and it has limited space for actual content, it doesn't matter because Dapp will allow you to override the theme settings. And so this is an amazing feature we have in Dapp. So what I typically do is I use this option. So here, once you select this one, custom width, show header, footer, you can click on this customizer and you can control the actual width, right? So you can increase it You can decrease it, whatever you want to do. Sidebar, this is the sidebar. And if you want to increase the sidebar width, you can do that. Content width, this is the content area, the middle section. So if you want to reduce the content width or increase it, all of that you can do here. Tabs, if you want to display tabs on the top, you can add tabs. What I recommend is just use the default options initially and see how it looks, preview it, and then you can make the updates to it. All right. So this is what I'm using. Save and next. All right. So now it's time to add modules and lessons. It's time to create the course content. And so lesson builder, set a parent page. What I like to do is set a parent page here. Do you want these lessons to be created under a parent page? Yeah. And what's the name? How to build a gamified online course, the name of the course itself. And so all the lessons will be created under that parent page in WordPress. So that's my preference. I like it to not be directly on the main folder, but I want it to all be under a parent page. So I know these lessons are all part of this specific course. All right, so I have set the parent page. Now you can add modules, and I'm going to add introduction. All right, module added successfully. Now you can add lessons. You can add existing content. So if you have PDF or zip file or checklist worksheet, something that you want to add and make it part of your course, so people that are taking the course will have access to it, but it's not really part of your lesson structure, then use this option, add existing content. If you're adding a lesson, this is the option you need to use, create a new lesson. So I'm going to click on create a new lesson, give your lesson a name, introduction, click to create it. So this is the lesson builder. You can see all of these different elements are here. I'm going to start with the heading element, add the heading element here. So you can drag and drop whatever elements you want. So I'm going to go ahead and build this lesson and then show you what it looks like. All right, you can see here, I have added some content here. This is the introduction lesson, just some dummy content here. You can add whatever you want. And again, you can use any of these elements and drag and drop it to your lesson, update it. So this one is the task list element. And this is an amazing feature we have where DApp can track which ones they have completed, which ones they have not, and users in the front end, they can check this box to indicate if they have completed that specific action item or not. There are two different ways in which you can do this task list. One is just simple way where you can just add the task list, just drag and drop it here like I have done and update the content, and all of this is click and edit. You can change it to whatever you want it to say, and there is a customizer right below it. If you want to change the color, checkbox color, background color, whatever you want to change, it's fully customizable here. Now, there is another way to do it, which is a little bit more advanced and more features where you can give them points for each one of these actions. So in this case, if you just use the regular task list, you can give them points. But if you want to create a gamified task list where you want to give them points for each one of the actions, you can do that in the gamification tab. And I'll show you that in a bit. So I'm going to add a video element now. So you can just drag and drop video element wherever you want. So here I'm going to add it here at the top. And this one, just the default video, but you can see here, you expand it, enter embed code. So this is just a YouTube video and you can update it with whatever you want. I'm going to change this video to this one. Source here, you can change the source to YouTube or embed code or external video link. And if you want to use a video player that comes with a shortcode, for example, you can drag and drop the shortcode element and enter the shortcode there. Done. Now let me show you the front end. All right, to see it, you can just click on the lesson URL at the top. So this is what it looks like. And this is the setting I'm currently using. But like I said, just use the default settings initially, see how it looks, and then you can update and customize it. For example, this is too wide, right? The sidebar, it's too wide. I want to reduce the width. So you can go back here, go to the course template, and here, customizer, sidebar width. I'm going to reduce it slightly. All right, you can see here, I have reduced it now. And another thing I want to do is I want to change these colors, right? So you can see here, this color does not match this. I want it to all be this color. So let's go ahead and update the color that shows up here. And to do that, all you have to do is you can see here, course progress bar and course outline. I want to change the color of course outline. Click on edit. So here I'm going to go ahead and change the color, start button color. I'm going to change that too. All right, you can see I have made more updates to it. And this is how it looks. I changed the colors and everything. And all right, so let's go ahead and add another lesson. So I'm going to actually clone this lesson, existing lesson. So you can hover over it and it will let you clone lesson. Give it any name you want. All right, because I cloned it, so it has copied over all the content from the previous lesson. Now you can update the video here. So I'm going to change that. So what I recommend is first create one lesson, take a look at it in the front end, make sure the format looks good. For the other lessons, just clone it. You don't have to create it from scratch. You can just clone it and then you can update the content. So now we have 2 lessons. Let's take a look at it in the front end. So here you can see under action, preview lesson. So you can see here, this is what it looks like, right? So if I click on mark as complete, this is the default, right? Great job, you have completed this lesson. This message can be customized in the backend, but that's it, right? It's just a simple message. Next lesson, same way as the first lesson, they can click on mark as complete to complete it. Great job, you have completed this course. So this is the default experience, but this is not what we want, right? We want to gamify it, make it more fun and exciting for your students, for your learners. So that's what we're going to do now. And before we move on to the gamification options, there are a few things I want to show you here. So edit lesson, if you want to edit your lesson content, click on it, preview lesson, drip release. So here you can see by default, it's going to be set to instant, which means they will have instant access to it. And if you want to make it day-based, where it's going to be available, say 5 days after they sign up, then you can use drip setting, day-based or date-based. This is for the current lesson, right? When the current lesson is going to be available. That's what drip release is going to allow you to control. Now, action-based release is for the next lesson. So when should the next lesson open up, right? So they are on lesson number 1. They click on mark as complete. Do you want the next lesson to be available when the mark as complete is clicked? Or do you want it to be available only after they complete the quiz on your current lesson? Or do you want it to be time-based, where they have to spend 10 minutes, for example, on the current lesson before they can go to the next lesson? So this will allow you to control the availability of the next lesson. So by default, it's action-based, where they complete the current lesson and they click on mark as complete, they'll be able to go to the next lesson. But if you want to use a blocking quiz, for example, where they have to complete the quiz, they have to pass the quiz, they have to get a certain grade, then you can use quiz-based. So here, for example, I'm going to select this quiz. Now, this is through DApp's integration with Smart Quiz Builder. These quizzes I have created in Smart Quiz Builder, and DApp knows all the quizzes you have in SQB. It's through its integration with it. So you can select your quiz here, all right? And blocking quiz. Is this a blocking quiz? You can set this to yes. Users need to pass the quiz. What's the passing criteria? So if you want them to get a specific grade, to be able to at least 80%, for example, to be able to go to the next lesson, you can set that here. Or you can say they just need to complete it to be able to go to the next lesson. And then you can save it. All right, so there are so many options as far as quiz-based content release, quiz-based lesson release. You can use blocking quiz here. Or you can say time-based, where you can say set a time limit. I want the next lesson to be available only after they spend at least 10 minutes on the current lesson. So if you have a 10-minute long video on your current lesson, you want to make sure they are at least there for 10 minutes, please. All right, so this is for the next lesson availability. This message will be displayed to them on the current lesson, and you can customize it to say whatever you want it to say to let them know that next lesson is not yet available. It will be available only after you complete the video on the current lesson. So those are the options. And when you hover over the action under each lesson, you can control what you want it to do. So drip release is for the current lesson release, the lesson they are on, when should it be available? And action-based release is for the next lesson, where you can say, after they complete the current lesson, should the next lesson be available immediately or only after they pass the quiz or after they spend a certain amount of time? That you can control using action-based release. There is also tags feature, where you can say, when they complete a specific lesson, I want to give them a specific tag. So you can select the lesson, what should happen after users complete this lesson. If you want to give them a specific tag, you can enter a tag name, select an existing tag, and you can also remove tags. And then what should happen after they get the tag? You can set up automations to say, if they get this tag, it means they have completed this lesson. I want to give them access to a specific bonus, or I want to add them to this list, or I want to give them this tag in my email platform. You can set up tag-based automations, pretty advanced options here. You can do so many different things here with tagging. Another amazing feature we have that you will not find in other membership plugins is the ability to make some of your content public. So in the course structure tab, so this one is step number 2, course structure, public content. You can make some of your lessons public here. And you can customize the message that's displayed here. So when they complete all of your content, all of the lessons that are made public, and then they try to access the first paid lesson in your course, then it's going to show them this message. Sorry, you need to have access to be able to access the remaining lessons. Click here to sign up. This is a great way to give people a taste of your course And you don't have to create two different courses, one free and one paid to do it. You can take your existing paid course and you can make first 3 lessons, for example, free, right, using this feature. So first thing is to enable this feature for your course. And once it's enabled, for each lesson, you can say, is it a public lesson or not? So if you want to make first 3 lessons public, just check this box for those lessons. So now what will happen is, even if users are not logged in, anyone can go to your course outline page and they'll be able to access the first few lessons that are marked as public. Rest of the lessons will be locked up and they're going to see this message there where it says, sorry, you need to access this, you need to be logged in or you need to sign up. So you can use your current paid course itself as a lead magnet because you can make some of the content free and get people to sign up for it. All right, rules and settings tab. So here you can see a redirect. Where do you want to send users after they log in? If they have signed up for this course, when they log into your membership site, where do you want to send them? You can send them to the course outline page. You can send them directly to the first lesson page, or what I recommend is send them to the member homepage. So send them to your member homepage, right? Anytime anyone logs in, get them used to the whole membership site experience, send them to the homepage so they can see what they have and they can also see what they don't yet have and they can sign up for it. So access content. Now this is for your member homepage where you're going to show them all the courses they have, right? Under each course, there's going to be an access this course button and it will link to that. Whatever you enter here, it will link to that. So what I recommend is send them to the first lesson page, right? So when they click on access content button under each course for which they have signed up, then you want them to go directly to the course, right? You don't want to send them again to the table of content page. You want to send them directly to the course page so they can access your course and they can continue from where they left off. Now I'm going to show you how you can gamify your entire online course experience. And so you can see here, this is the gamification tab. So all the lessons are going to show up here under lesson completion. Currently in this course, I only have 2 lessons, just a demo course. So I'm going to start with custom tasks. All right, so say that you want to add custom tasks. So let's enable it first. For each one of your tasks that you want them to complete, you can add a section that looks something like this. So let's go ahead and add one so I can show you in the front end what it's going to look like. Add a new task. Here you can see there are some tasks that are already here. And you can add new ones, create a new task. But which ones go into which lesson, that's up to you. So here I'm going to say, watch this video, join our Facebook group, subscribe to YouTube channel. So I'm going to add these 3. I'm going to click on add selected tasks. And so these 3 have been added now to this lesson. So now let me show you in the front end what this looks like. So this is the lesson, introduction lesson. And this was the one I had added previously through the lesson builder. But this is what it looks like, this new section that I have added. And you can configure the width of each section and make sure that they are all the same. And all the contents, whatever you see here, everything is fully customizable in the backend. And here, this is the message, join my Facebook group. And if they do it, they can say done and they will get points, right? Thank you for joining my group. And here you can say you have unlocked 2 points by completing this task. You can show them that message as well. And if you want to edit the contents, you can just click on this edit icon and join our Facebook group. Yes, completed button text says joined. And display message when they completed, thanks for joining my group, right? So how much of points they get and the number of points you can define here, task name and description, 2 points here. If this is required, which means they have to complete this task to be able to go move on and go to the next lesson, you can say required. Otherwise, you don't have to require it and make it optional. That's up to you. And the design, like I said, you can increase the width if you want. And height, everything is fully customizable here. You can upload a different image if you want and save it. Send email. If you want to send a specific email to let them know, congrats, you have completed this lesson and great job. And here's what you should do next. And these are the things you should complete before you move on to next lesson. Whatever the instructions, you can send them in an email. Display message. So if you want to display a message on the screen when they complete a specific task, you can add the message here. What I do is I don't use this one. Instead, I use this one, award points. And what it allows you to do, here I'm going to give 1 point for completing each lesson, all right? So when they complete the introduction lesson, they're going to get a point. When they click on the mark as complete button, I'll show you the front-end user experience in a bit. Display message. So this is what I was saying. You can display different messages for different lessons. And you can customize the contents of the message here. So there are 2 ways you can do display message. You can use the display message option without points. But if you're using points-based gamification, which is what I do, you can use this option, and this message is customizable. And the next thing is bonuses. So if you want to reward users with a specific bonus for completing a lesson, so you can give them access to one of your existing products, worksheet, checklist, whatever it is that's going to benefit them, you can give them that product as a gift for completing that lesson. Now, animation options, so many cool features here, definitely make use of it. And here, this is what will allow you to display animation, and also you can play music while the animation shows in the front end when they complete the lesson, all right? There are so many different fun animation options we have. I'm going to use this one for the first lesson and a different one for the second lesson. I'll show you what this looks like. You can even customize the background color, this color, but I'm going to just use the default settings. You can also upload an audio. It is going to play when the animation shows in the front end for a really cool effect. And you can hide the animation after how many seconds. So you can let DApp know for how many seconds you want to display that special animation text. This message is going to show here. Now, this is the animation and it's personalized. This message, you can personalize it using first name. So instead of just saying great job, but if you personalize it using first name, the impact of that is completely different. So now let's gamify the next lesson, and then I'll take you to the front end to show you the entire user experience, all right? So now this is the second lesson. So here we are going to not do custom task, and I'm going to do award points. I'm going to give 1 point for completing this one. Next thing I'm going to do is animation, but I'm going to use a different animation here. Let's try this one. Great job, all right? So let's do that. And again, background color. This background color can be customized here. You can upload an audio if you want. And 5 seconds. And this is the message that will be shown in front of that animation. And save it. Again, I'm using personalization tag to personalize the message. All right. So now that this is done, let me show you the other gamification options, and then I'll take you to the front end and I'll show you the entire user experience. So the other thing you can do is course points. If you want to give them points, not for each lesson, but when they complete the entire course, you can do that too using course points. Badges, another awesome feature. When they complete the course, if you want to award a badge, if you want to add a badge, give your badge a name. You can upload a badge image, or you can use one from our library. Display message, if you want to display a specific message when they earn the badge, you can do that too. You can add that here. You can publish this shortcode anywhere on any WordPress page in the members area. If you want to show them all the badges they have, then you can use this shortcode. DApp will automatically figure out what badges the logged in member has, and it will show them all of those badges anywhere you want, wherever you have published this. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that to use this gamification feature, you need to have Game of Points plugin, which is our plugin for DApp, which allows all of these features. And if you don't have that plugin active, you can't use these options. This will only work if you have the gamification plugin. There are other things you can do using the Game of Points plugin, like if someone is registering for your course and you want to give them course registration points, you can set that up. If someone is purchasing your course, you want to give them purchase points, you can do that. If someone is logging into your site, you want to reward them for logging in, you can do that. And if someone is visiting a specific page and you want to give them points for that, you can do that. If someone is sharing your content on social and you want to give them points because they are sharing your stuff, you can do that. So there are so many different ways you can use Game of Points to gamify your site and reward users that take the action you want them to take using points. And what do they do with the points? That's up to you. And that's an important part of gamification, because points are useless if they can't really use it on stuff they want, right? That's another thing you can do using the Game of Points plugin, where you can create a store, and it will allow you to create an instant store where you can let the Game of Points plugin know that these are the products that they can purchase using points. So they can redeem access to those products that are in your store, and you can decide what products you want to show up in the store, and those products will show up in the store, and you can say this is how many points are needed to redeem access. And as long as the users have that much points balance in their account, they can redeem access to those products using points. And another thing you can do is award a certificate. You can create a certificate using the certificate builder in DApp, and then select the certificate that you want to award them when they complete your course, right? So now I'm going to take you to the front end to show you the gamified user experience. So to test user experience, I'm going to add a new user and give the user access to this course. I'm going to do this in the admin backend, and just to test user experience. So if you have a payment button or you have a sign up form and users sign up through that, then you can do that to get access to the course and test user experience. But here I'm just going to bypass that and directly give test user access to this course to test user experience. So this is the name of the course, and name, email, and go ahead and add. All right, so this is the first lesson in this course. This is just a demo course, just a sample course to show you how this works. So I added both custom task and regular task, standard task, and that was just to show you how this works. So if users want to check this box and show you that they have completed this task, they can just do this. Or if you want to add custom task like this and get them to click the button to indicate they have completed it, you can do that too, and you can give them points for that. All right, so I have completed all the tasks here. Go ahead and click on Mark as complete now. Right, you can see here the gamification option, and it's personalized message. And you can see here at the bottom, it's showing this message. Your total points is 7. That's because I got points for different tasks. I got a point for completing the lesson. I also got points, 2 points for this action, 3 for this, and another point for this. All right, so I got 6 points here and another point for completing the lesson. So I currently have a total of 7 points. All right, so this is the second lesson. Here I didn't add any custom task, but I have these action items here. So they can check these to indicate they have completed these action items. And now if they click on Mark as complete, I have configured a different type of animation for this one. All right, again, it's fully personalized and customized message using name. Now you can see I have 8 points because I had 7 before, but now I have 8 points because I completed this task. So this is how cool this whole gamification feature is. All right, so we are back here and we have gamified this course. Go to next tab. Let's just complete this course. There are just a few things left. Welcome email. This is the email they're going to get when they sign up for your course. You can fully customize the contents of this email here. Lesson completion. I don't want to show this one because I am using gamification and very specific messages for each lesson. So I'm going to remove this and save it so this message will no longer be displayed. Course reminder email. If you want to send an email to users to remind them. So for example, if they have not accessed the course in 5 days, you can send them an email reminder and you can let them know reminder you have not accessed this course, and you can send them all the details in the email using these merge tags. Awesome feature. Definitely make use of this. And that's pretty much it. All right, because we are using DApp's built-in template, you don't have to do anything else. Now, if you're using WordPress for content and you're using that option here in the course template, where you're using this option, I want to use my own page builder. If you use this one, then on each one of your lesson pages, you need to add shortcodes. That way, if you want to show course outline, you would add this shortcode. If you want to show a progress bar, you would use this one. If you want to show Mark as complete button, you would add this one. But you have to manually add it. So if you're using WordPress for content, the best way to do it is to create one lesson, add the shortcodes wherever you want it to show up on that lesson, fully format it, make it look however you want it to look. And once it's done, then you can just clone it for your next lesson. The cool thing is that these shortcodes are going to be the same for all the lessons in a specific course. But if you're using DApp's built-in template, that's what I'm doing. I'm using this option, right? So in this case, all the shortcodes are already here. Right? These two, course progress bar, course outline, Mark as complete, they're all there. You don't have to do anything. All right. So you can skip this step. Course summary. Here you can see this is your first lesson. This is your course outline. Next steps, what to do next. If it's a paid course, you have to create a payment button to sell it. And Dapp has a shopping cart plugin called Smart Pay Cart. And it's included in most of our licenses, not all, but most of our licenses. So this is an awesome shopping cart with so many options that will help you monetize your content, do one-click upsells, do order bumps, several features, and it's made for Dapp. So all you have to do is select your product and say, I want a payment button for this product, give it to me, and it'll give you a payment button for that product that you can publish on your sales page if it's a paid product. If it's a free product, you can generate a sign-up form for it. You can go to Dapp Form Builder to create a free sign-up form for your free product, publish it on your opt-in page to get people to sign up. That's it, all right? This is how easy it is to create courses in Dapp. It just took me a while to go over this because I had to explain all the steps and everything. But if you're actually creating a course and if you have your content ready in a notepad, all you have to do is copy and paste it here. If you're using Dapp's built-in course template, lesson builder, it's even easier than using WordPress. You don't even have to figure out the format. Just use the default format, enter your content, see how it looks, and then customize it. And also you can use Dapp's member-facing pages, member page builder to create different member-facing pages. Login page, just click on this button and it will have a few steps, give it a name, and it will create a login page for you. right here. Looks pretty awesome, right? So this is where you can create a login page. Member home page, again, it's super easy to create. Let me just quickly create it and show you. Click to create, give it any name you want. It will allow you to select different sections that you want to show or hide. So just because you have said all, it does not mean that DAP is going to show them all the courses. It will only show them the ones they have actually completed. Badges, how many badges they have, certificate section, all of this you can do here. In progress courses, completed courses, you can see all these sections are here, and all this text that you see here is fully customizable if you want to change it. As an example of a member homepage, you can see it says enroll, not started, already started, not enrolled. Now this is from a different site. I just wanted to show you what it looks like, right? So here I have several products in this membership site. So it shows all the products that they have signed up for. It also shows them stuff that they have not yet signed up for, but they might be interested in, and the learn more links to the sales page of these products. This is how it works, and users can click on access content button to continue with the course. And this access content button URL is what you can configure in the backend. So if you're not sure where this one is going to link to, then in the backend, in the rules and settings tab, this access content button URL, whatever you enter here, that's what it's going to link to for that course, right? So this is how it works. As you can see, DAP's course builder is loaded with features that are all designed to help you sell more copies of your course, get people more engaged, and people are more distracted than ever. Your students are more distracted than ever. So if you just do the same old stuff and expect them to come back and complete your entire course, it's not going to happen. You got to do things differently to increase engagement, increase participation, and keep their attention for a longer period of time. So that's exactly what we have done with the DAP's course builder. It's very unique with all of these options. So easy to add them to your course to create a really fun, exciting experience for your students. Create a memorable experience for your students. All right, so I hope this was helpful. My name is Veena Prashant. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.